for barging in again. So I don't know if hindi ko alam kasi kung if you were if you ano ba yung last time April 17 last Friday if you attended in my session as well, but yeah, this is a new session wherein hindi ko kasi natapos yung first session, ano, medyo matagal talaga ang discussion. Okay, so right now this is a continuation of auditing theory and auditing problems. So this will conclude our free online class for this topic. So this is just a snapshot on the auditing problem, or giving you tips on what should you expect in auditing problem, okay, or in auditing on the board exam, because technically it's just a matter of mastering all the accounting concepts. Okay, kung ano yung mga very important accounting concepts wherein you have to be master of assets, the liabilities, the equities, revenue and expenses, those 5 key areas ng let us say ng financial statements. So isama mo na rin yung cash flow. All right? So let me just check, guys, before we proceed and bago ako magpakilala. So for those who do not know me, yeah, I'm your coach for auditing theory. So I'm the founder of CPA Online Review School. And I own an accounting consulting firm, which is GNC Financials. And also I have my own small manufacturing firm, manufacturing company, which is Tristan's Ice Cream Candy. And then, of course, I volunteer to any kind of, I'm a financial advocate, a volunteer, financial literacy advocate. Okay, so I volunteer on that. One of the organizations that I'm into, which is a financial, about financial, personal finance personal finance that involves personal finance. Okay, so we talked about that, about money, how to invest, what are the spending habits. Okay, so that's me. So I'm already a dad of 2. Yeah, I'm a certified husband, so that's me. So hopefully you can see my face, syempre. And then just to give you some sort of I'm just a simple guy. Okay, prom D ako, guys, no? Prom D. So from the province ako, but through hard work and then just to read books. Kasi during that time, I mean, when I was reviewing, as in, pakiramdam ko wala akong napag-aralan sa college days. So just to be honest, ano? But then I strategize in terms of saan ba ako mahina. So saan ba ako kailangan kong i-improve ng matindi yung concept, okay, yung understanding ko. So yeah, so theory of accounts, so far nagulat ako dito, theory of accounts ang taas nung nakita ko, no. Hindi ko ine-expect na 88. So another I just want to give you what's this tip on this. Talagang nagbasa ako, okay? Nagbasa ako ng theory, both for accounting and auditing. So auditing, guys, may binabasa, which if let us say hindi kayo naka-attend last time, the standards, just read the standards and you'll be fine in auditing theory. So mag-ilan bang auditing theory ko? Yan, 82. So ibig sabihin 82, yeah, there are times kasi talagang may nakakalito yung question, okay? Let us say to be honest, hindi ko rin naman natapos yung buong auditing theory, but it gives me, I think, reasonable grade or acceptable grade, 82. And then we have the auditing problem. Itong auditing problem, we're confident ako. Hindi, perfect ko yan. Siguro isang problem lang ang mali ko. Hindi eh. So probably mga 3 problems ang may mali ako rito, kaya 83 lang nakuha ko dyan. But still, good one, no? MAS, business law and taxation, guys. So be careful on this, no? Business, RFBT, and then taxation, hiwalay na siya, no? Yeah, so our CPA Online, I'd like to welcome you in our class, everyone. So hopefully, guys, no, this will inspire you na Ako kasi simpleng tao lang ako, no? I mean, estudyante, hindi naman ako magaling, hindi naman ako matalino. Just an average guy. Okay? Uh, so if I can do it, I think you can do it as well na maging CPA. Okay? So let's move forward. So just rules for you for today, guys, no? Just to remind that please turn off your ringtone or silent your phone, mute your phone. This webinar is recorded. So this will be provided to you, the link, the replay if ever, okay? Focus on the information provided. Focus in terms of the techniques that I'm giving. Okay? Not on the formula, not on the problem na eto bang problem na to ang lalabas sa board exam. No, no. Just focus on the idea. Okay? Right, so this is a free class, and of course, you are here because you freely join the webinar. All right. So don't share the materials if to be provided. All right. So let's go. Let's continue for the auditing theory na na-miss natin for the last time. So tingnan niyo guys, ito yung mga, wow, talaga naman. I prepared this for you. Okay, for those who did not attend last time, so I want you to copy my sample of my CPA timetable. So I will give you a few minutes to screenshot this to your phone, or maybe to copy this in your laptop. Oh, sarap ng coffee. Okay, that's it. That's it. So enough for that. So let's go to auditing theory. Let me just give you the sample of our auditing theory problem. Let me post it here. And let's go. Sago. Yan. So guys, nakikita nyo na, no, yung auditing theory natin. I believe nag-stop ako sa, teka lang. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dito tayo, number 12. So, so number 12 tayo, guys. So hopefully naririnig nyo na guys and nakikita nyo yung ating presentation for tonight. Para hindi nyo ma-miss yung mga information or discussion na important that, you know, somehow could help you in terms of passing the board exam. So let me just try my keypad. Okay. So yeah, number 12, which of the following is true statement about the auditor's report on comparative financial statements? So guys, no, ang hinahanap is true. Okay, about auditor's report in the comparative financial statement. So ibig sabihin, there is a current year and you have the previous year comparative financial statement. So let us see. Which is true. If the financial statement of the prior period had been audited but those on the current period have not. Okay, so sabi niya, prior year is audited but itong current year is hindi pa. Teka, mali yung current year and prior year. So have been audited, current year is not. So, okay, the auditor should update the report on the prior period. And include as a separate paragraph. So bakit pa niya i-update ang prior year? Ang prior year we're in audited na siya. So it's false. Number 1 is false. Okay? A predecessor auditor may reissue the report on the financial statements of prior period provided she or he performs certain procedures including representation letters from the successor and from the management, and provided bakit ganito guys, no? This is some sort of magkakaroon ka ng issue dito in terms of what is this? In terms of technicalities, there's too much technicalities in this letter B na option. So I think this is letter F tuloy. This is false. Okay, because normally what we are doing is we try to reflect it in the current year or current period. Huwag mo nang gagalawin ng prior period, okay? So ang most of the practical practice is pasok lahat 'yan sa retained earnings, and then meron tayong tinatawag na let us say tinatawag tayong I forgot that yung restatement. Okay, revaluation of the financial statements. Okay, so letter C is the report should not express an opinion on different from the previously expressed. Okay, so this is false na, no? So your current period and your prior period, walang connect yan in terms of the opinion itself. So dapat objective pa rin yung pag-issue mo ng report as an auditor. So I think since A, B, and C are false, so letter D, tingnan natin, a continuing auditor may, under certain circumstances, express an opinion different. Yes, this is true. So this is exactly the opposite of letter C. So 12 is letter D. Okay? So guys, no, just to clarify, no, just to give you inputs, no, in terms of opinion, that opinion, meron kang unmodified opinion, okay? And then meron kang modified. So yung modified, nandyan yung sinasabi nating qualification, okay, opinion. Nandyan yung adverse, and then nandyan yung disclaimer. Okay? So qualified opinion when certain part, or let us say certain part of the financial statement you did not satisfy you as an auditor. Okay, like for example, your inventory. Your inventory is materially misstated by 10% maybe. Okay, or let us say materially misstated siya. But if you're going to assess it on as a whole, let us say by asset, it doesn't impact naman. So, you know, you can qualify your opinion. All right? So that's so para hindi kayo malito na guys. So that's the idea, yung qualified opinion, wherein again I'm gonna put it in example. Okay, so you have an assets, meron kang cash, meron kang receivable, meron kang inventory, meron kang prepayments, meron kang property, plant and equipment. So based on your audit, okay, based on audit and assessing it the company as a whole, okay, nakikita mo yung inventory is materially misstated. Okay? But when you're trying to compare it on total assets or total liabilities and equity, it doesn't impact your opinion as a whole, but partial lang siya. Okay? So that's the idea of qualified opinion. While adverse naman is you cannot obtain anything that will support your opinion or your audit. Okay, this is the worst kind of audit opinion or report that an auditor can issue. While for disclaimer naman, okay, disclaimer, just I'm giving you a background, or let us say, disclaimer is when there's a guys, yung work mo, there's a limitation of work or scope of work. Pinipigilan ka ng client, okay? Pinagbabawalan ka, and then may impact siya pagdating sa financial statement. So yeah. So when there's that kind of limitation from the client or from your from that entity, Okay, it's possible that you're going to issue a disclaimer. But of course, guys, no, hindi ibig sabihin na may limitation of scope. Okay? Yun na yun. So there's a process. There's a process of, in terms of you as an auditor, of when are you going to say na limit na that there's a limitation of scope. What if there's a limitation of scope, but then again, you have an alternative procedure to do the audit, and then it satisfies you as an auditor. So basically, so yun yung mga nakakalitong situation sa board exam, di ba? Na what if may limitation of scope pero na-satisfy naman niya yung opinion ko or your working paper, or you obtain a sufficient audit evidence. Okay, so it's fine. You can issue an unmodified, okay, unmodified opinion. Okay, so tingnan mo guys, number 12 pa lang tayo, ang dami na nating na-discuss, no? That's how we do it. Okay, that's how I do it in our auditing class. Okay, in CPA Online Review School. So we are going to details pagdating sa questions na number 12 or number 13. But then again, our techniques is, if you're going to enroll in our subject, is that we usually have the overview of the topics. Okay, hindi kami dumidiretso dito sa multiple choices. Okay, so this is just for the sake na may bigay kami sa inyong information agad. Okay, number 13. Marami na agad tayo na-discuss. So let's proceed on number 13. Let me just check. Guys, hopefully you can still hear me. Okay? So subject matters have different characteristics, including the degree to which information about them is qualitative versus quantitative, objectivity versus subjectivity, historical versus prospective, and relates to a point in time or covers a period. Such characteristics affect the, okay, so tingnan natin, no? Precision with which the subject matter can be evaluated or measured against criteria. Okay. Persuasive of available evidence. Okay. The assurance report notes characteristics of particular relevance to intended users. So guys, no, parang yung A, B, and C na option is parang jargon or bagong mga words. But if you're going to analyze, okay, if you're going to analyze the choices, precision with which subject matter can be evaluated or measured against criteria, this talks about the reliability of the information that you can obtain. While letter B is persuasiveness. So just remember, guys, no? Just remember this. Audit evidence should be, on the point of view of auditor, okay, evidence is persuasive. Okay? Mapapersuade ba ako nitong evidence na to na sufficient siya for this certain assertion? Persuasive. Okay? So this is true. Letter C naman is the assurance reports note characteristic of particular relevance or relevance. Importance of those evidence or characteristics of evidence that you're going to obtain from the client. Okay? So di ba? So ganun ang gagawin mo, guys, no? Ganun ang gagawin niyo, no, in terms of how you going to analyze a certain multiple choice jury. Hindi siya pwedeng hulaan, pero meron siyang analysis. Based yan sa understanding mo. So kung if you don't have an understanding, saan ka kukuha ng understanding? You read the standards. Okay? So let's go. Number 14. So number 13 is letter D, all of the above. Number 14 is criteria are the benchmark used to evaluate. So, criteria are the benchmark, okay, used to evaluate or measure the subject. Which of the, magja-jump na ako rito guys ha. So, I think nakuha ko na yung enough information. Okay, I will, to measure the subject matter. Okay, so hindi ko na kailangan makita yung including, relevance, benchmark. Hindi ko na kailangan malaman yan. So, ang kailangan ko lang malaman ngayon is which of the following is appropriate criteria to be used by practitioner in the audit of financial statement. Diba? So, audit of statement, audit of financial statements. Ano daw ang gagamitin ko as an auditor to, as my basis? Criteria is the basis. Kaya sinabi niyang benchmark. Okay? Anong gagawin kong benchmark para masabi ko na acceptable yung financial statements or yung accounting practice ng isang company? Okay? So, if the company, of course, the company is, there, may accounting department yan, okay? Anong ginagamit anong standards ang ginagamit ng company? Okay, accounting standard. Basically, accounting standard. Okay, yun yung magiging benchmark mo as an auditor. But then again, the question is, what kind of standards? IFRS ba? Diba? Maraming kind of standards. IFRS ba? Baka mamaya naman, Indian, let's say, American standards or the GAAP. Okay? The GAAP. Let me just check here. Right? So, baka naman Canadian GAAP or standards. Okay? So, basically, tayo dito sa Pilipinas, we are using this one, Philippine Financial Reporting Standard, letter B. Okay? So, that's it for 12, 13, 14. So, let's welcome our new participants. And of course, shout out tayo sa ating mga nanonood ng FB Live. Hey guys, welcome! Welcome to our FB Live. Thank you for listening. Okay, so next time guys, for those who are listening to our FB Live, please join our discussion. You have to register into our, of course, registration process. You have to be included there. And of course, thank you guys for those who registered. Oh, ayun na pala eh. Okay, so guys, ganun no? So that's how you're going to analyze the financial, the multiple choice jury, multiple choice questionnaires for auditing jury. So hopefully na-adapt nyo how I answer or how I analyze. Hindi mo kailangang mabasa lahat, but you should have an reasonable understanding on how should you do an auditing of financial statement. Okay? Because auditing theory talks about the theoretical part of auditing the financial statements of the company, while auditing problem is the practical application of the theory, or let us say practical application of the theory and of course your of FAR, the practical accounting, financial accounting reporting, okay, ng mga standards. Okay, so that's how that's how you should adapt, on how you adapt in terms of auditing. Okay, you should have an auditor's hat. Okay, hindi pwedeng student's hat. Okay, auditor's hat dapat. How are you going to audit the company? That's the question. That's your first question if you are handling the auditing subject. As an auditor, paano ko i-audit yung company? Para masagutan mo yan at saka para para ma-practice mo na yung sarili mo when you are answering problem solving. Okay? Hindi ka estudyante. Imagine na hindi ka estudyante. You should be an auditor. Okay? Kasi syempre kapag naging CPA ka na, so welcome to CPA world, di ba? So number 15, each time an auditor draws a conclusion based on evidence from a sample, an additional risk, something risk is introduced. An example of sampling risk. So, guys, no, sampling risk is, let us say, okay, sampling risk, okay, is a cause of the audit risk, one of the cause of audit risk. Ibig sabihin, guys, kasi pag may ang audit risk mo kasi, if you issue a wrong opinion, right, as an auditor. So, bakit? Because of the, maybe because of the assessment that you made. Okay, because of the assessment that you made, that based on your assessment, everything is fairly stated. Where in fact, based on your assessment, may sampling risk ka doon. So, based on your sample, okay, your sample, mali pala yung sample mong nakuha. What if mali ang nakuha mong sample? So your conclusion will be wrong. Okay? So tingnan natin ang tanong, an example of sampling risk. So tingnan natin, improperly applying a proper audit procedure to sample data. So improper na siya. So it's okay. Properly applying an improper audit procedure to sample data. Okay. Drawing an erroneous conclusion, di ba? Ito yung diniscuss natin na you have a wrong conclusion or erroneous conclusion because of the wrong sample na na-derive mo, na nakuha mo. Okay? So paikot-ikot siya, guys, ano? So if let us say if you ever master the auditing process, okay? Kahit paikot-ikutin nila yan. Okay, so auditing process is, I will give you background of auditing process. The auditing process is simple lang, guys, ano? First is you have to understand the entity or your client or how the business do. Okay, it's business. What are the processes of the business? So you should understand the business of the entity. Okay, you should understand its processes. So yung processes niya, paano ba niya ginagawa yung mga paggawa ng check, okay, pag-orders, okay? And then from there, you should assess the internal control of the company. Okay? Because your internal control affects your financial statements. All right? So your financial statement. So, and then from there, from financial statement, audit of financial statement, you assess, and then you prepare the report. Okay, and then number 5 is prepare the report, and then issue the report. Okay. So that's the simple lang yan. Simple okay? That's the simple auditing process, but we are discussing that in detail sa ating CPA Online Review School. So meron pa siya, ito lang yung mga key areas lang to, but meron pa tayong mga tinatawag na emphasis, let us say post-engagement or post-engagement review, meron kang tinatawag na meron pa kami dito before understanding, meron ka pa niyan pre-engagement. So meron pa yan, no, guys, no? Hindi lang ito yung auditing process, but what I'm trying to say is if you have ideas on this 1, 2, 3 and 4, or maybe pag-isahin mo na to, okay, if you have ideas, I think you're good in auditing theory. Okay, so number 16, let me clear this one. Number 16, during the course of his audit of the financial statements of corporation of the purpose of expressing an opinion, a CPA is refused permission to inspect. Oh, so guys, no, meron kang refuse. Okay, meron kang limitation of work. So when you say limitation of work, saan tayo? Disclaimer. Okay, letter D, disclaimer. Okay. Nice. Nice. So 16, 17, 18, I think nasagutan natin to nung nakaraan, no? 17, 18, to mga problem na to. And then number 19, nasagutan na natin. Number 20, the following are correct statements concerning the audit of Fairview. Ayan, nasagutan na rin natin yan. I think ang sagot here is ito guys, matatawa kayo dito sa isa kong technique na ginawa ng board exam. Sabi ko, ano kaya ang... Kasi kapag hindi ko alam, naghahanap ako ng pinakamahaba. Okay? Pinakamahaba or pinakamaikli. So, ina-assess ko yan. But of course, no, hindi ko sinasabing palaging effective yun. But what I'm trying to say is there will be instances as an average guy, no, I don't have a beautiful mind na katulad ng mga top-notchers. No, I will do everything para pumasa ako. Okay? So, I'm analyzing things according dun sa situation. Katulad yan, number 20, hindi ko alam. So, maybe letter C is the proper sagot. Pero tingnan ko yung aking kodigo, no? Baka letter C naman niya. I think nasagot ko to nung nakaraan. Let me just check, no? Yeah, it's letter C. Letter C. Oh, di ba? So it's letter C. Yeah, so that's it guys for our auditing theory. That concludes our discussion for auditing theory. So thank you so much guys for listening for auditing theory. Let's go into another topic which is the auditing problem. Auditing problem. Okay, let me just share my ayan. Let me just open my auditing problem kasi meron tayong isang problem na hindi nasagot. So we have two auditing problems last time nung April 17. So let me just check. Where is it? Okay. Okay, so I think you can see. Guys, can you message me if you can see the presentations that I have, the problem? Can you please message me? Hello, Miss Leia. Thank you so much for coming in. Yeah. Okay. To Miss Rosaline, Miss Mitch Malunas. Hey, thank you so much guys for coming in. Actually, okay, very great. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's for problem number 1. Okay, in auditing, okay, again guys, no, in auditing problem, let me give you an overview, or let us say a powerful tip, okay, for you to handle auditing problem easily. Okay, one is, let me just right. Yon. So number 1, sorry guys technical to eh. Okay. So you have to, let us say, you should know how to connect your assets, your liabilities, your capital, your revenue, and your expenses. All of these are interrelated, guys. Interrelated yan. And that's auditing problem. Okay? That's how auditing problems or yung mga problems sa board exam. Okay? Ano yung ibig kong sabihin? Okay, so under assets, you have cash, you have receivable, you have inventory, you have prepayments. Okay, you also have, let us say, your property, plant, and equipment. You have the other assets. Okay, and then for liabilities, you have the payables or the trade payables. Okay, you have the notes payable, you have the long-term payable that includes maybe your bonds payable. Okay, and then of course you have the employee retirement payable. Okay, and then for capital, of course, you have the stockholders equity that includes the capital, the number of shares. Okay, the APIC. Okay, so all of these guys, you should somehow master every area of this. So that's how you attack auditing problem, account by account. Okay, the payables, the notes payable, long-term liabilities, you have the bonds, okay, you have the, let us say, loans, okay, employee benefit retirements, the capital, the equity, okay. So, ibig sabihin guys, if you master these areas or lahat ng areas na to, you should know how to connect every area. What I'm trying to say is this. Receivable is connected to sales. Tama? And your sales is connected your cost of sales. Your cost of sales is connected to your inventory. Your inventory is connected to your payable. Your payable is connected to your cash. It's also connected to your available funds, your equity. It's also connected to your long-term liabilities. Same goes, let us say long-term liabilities if let us say the funds coming from here is to support the daily operation. Okay, another scenario is if you have the property, plant, equipment. Your property, plant, equipment is connected to your depreciation, your accumulated depreciation. It is connected to your income. It is connected to your yeah, it's possible retained earnings or capital. Okay, and it is also connected to your long-term funds. So ibig sabihin guys, if you are answering cash, okay, so bibigyan ko kayo ng scenario on problem 1 or I think problem 2 na tayo kasi problem 1 nasagutan na natin. Okay? So you should know how to connect the possible questions na pwedeng ibigay sa certain problem. Okay? So you should know how to exercise your mind na connecting the dots. Okay? Let me give you an example of that, which is very powerful. Ganyan yung ginawa ko kung bakit ako nakapasa sa board exam. Okay? So, tingnan natin itong problem number 2. I think. Tingnan lang natin yung view, no? And I think mas maganda ang view. Ibahin ko lang yung view, guys, ano? 2-page tayo. Para, hindi. Okay. So, anyway. Okay, sulat na lang natin guys. No? Sulat natin. So here's the problem. Okay, we're in prepares a monthly income statement. A physical inventory is taken at year end. Month-end inventory must be estimated. All sales are on account. So sales on account. So ibig sabihin, meron kang receivable. Okay, meron kang receivable. Oh. And then, your markup, so may markup ka, na 50%. So your selling price should be 150% of cost. Okay? Kasi markup is equal to 50% of cost. Right? So your accounts receivable is, your AR is 10,000 for beginning. And then ending, AR ending. Guys, sinusulat ko lang kasi lilipat tayo ng page so baka mawala. And then you have the collection for June, which is 25,000. And then your inventory ending, beginning is 18,000. And then you have the purchases of 16,000. So tingnan mo guys, no? Punta tayo. So ang tinatanong una is sales. How much is your sales? Next na tanong ay number 7. Next na tanong ay cost of goods sold. How much is your cost of goods sold? Right? How much is your gross profit? And then your inventory ending. Okay, so yan. Baka meron pang net income, wala naman. Okay. So basically, what I'm trying to say to you is ganyan. Okay, wherein you should know how to connect. Based on this available information, okay, huwag kayong matatakot sa board exam. Okay? If let us say, hindi nyo natatakot kayo, just create a T account. Number 1 yan. Huwag nyong kakalimutan ng T account. Okay? So for example, AR beginning, meron kang 10,000. So AR. And then AR ending, meron kang 15,000. Okay? Ilapat mo lang. Okay? And then you have a collection. No? Ilagay mo na. Meron kang collection, 25,000. Okay? And then what else? So nagawa mo na to, gawa mo na yan, meron kang inventory. Your inventory is 18,000. Okay? And then meron ka raw purchases na 16,000. Okay? So this will be your ending, and this could be your issuance. Okay? So makikita natin kung anong meron dyan mamaya. Okay, so ano pa yung mga information? So basically, ang hinahanap natin ay sales, your cost of goods sold, and your gross profit. Okay, meron ka pang ending inventory. So magkano daw itong ending inventory mo? So from this information, ano ang pwede mong gawin? Right? So let us say, I think sales pwede na natin makuha because this is on account. Sales are all on account. So 15 plus 25, okay, that's 40 minus 10. So you have 30,000 sales on account. That sales on account, the sales of, so from here, 30,000, meron ka ng 30,000 for that. Okay? So guys, can you compute 30,000 since 'di ba yung cost niya is, this is your selling price is 150, this is 150. Can you please compute 30,000 divided by 150%? Magkano 'yon? Can you please message me? Wala akong calculator. Ang galing ano? Punta ng board exam na walang calculator. Patay kang bata ka. Okay? Yes, thanks. That's 20,000. So your gross profit should be 10,000. Okay? So meron na tayo nasagot na gross profit is 10,000, your cost of goods sold is 20,000. Ending inventory. So pwede nating magamit to, no? Yeah, ending inventory. Ito, nawawala, oh. So when you have, meron ka ng cost of goods sold, so your cost of goods sold formula is inventory, beginning, right? Purchases, total available for sale, and then you have the ending inventory. Inventory. Teka ha, kasi gwapo lang talaga ako eh. Pangit talaga sulat ko guys. Gwapo lang talaga ako. Inventory. and then ending, and then you have the cost of goods sold. So since available na yan, 20,000, and then ito ang nawawala, your cost of your inventory beginning is 18,000, your purchases is 16, so you have 34. Okay, 20,000 minus 34, that's 14,000. Oh guys, that's how simple yung that's what I mean. You should know how to connect the dots. Okay? Kasi ito, pwede pa sa simple problem na to, pwede nilang gawin is dagdagan pa to. Okay? Pwede nilang dagdagan ng how much is your payable. Okay? You should know. Okay? Payables. Pwede rin yung cash. Magkano yung cash na nakuha nila from nakolekta nila rito. Okay? So, ganun guys, ha? Okay. So, naku, nabura ko, no? What is the sales? Sales is, number 6 is 50,000 as 30,000. Number 7 is cost of goods sold, 20,000. What's the gross profit for the period is 10,000. Estimated cost of inventory is 14,000. So, number 10 is test cut of sales and sales return is to determine whether receivables are recorded in the proper accounting period. Which of the following assertion is relative to the said audit procedure? Okay? So, parang, you know, if you are a student, ang hirap intindihin nito, no? Ang hirap intindihan, ano tong test cut of sales and sales return, di ba? So, let me just explain it na. So, as an auditor, meron kasi tayong cut-off. Let us say, of course, may current year. Okay? Na kung saan period of audit. This is the period under your audit. So, that could be, let us say, January 1 until December 31. Okay? So, from this transaction, ito lang yung acceptable. Okay? Na that should be in the financial statement. Anything na business transactions na may impact sa business or let us say sa financial statement. So, dapat ito lang yung nagre-reflect. Okay? But then again kasi, may mga instances na kung saan let us say from December 31, yung client, there are instances na hindi nila na pre-print out. Okay? Or hindi nila nagagawa to produce their sales invoice. Okay? Kasi sobrang dami or since it's a holiday, hindi nila nagagawa. So, ang nangyayari is January 1 na. January 1 na nila na-print out. Same goes yung may mga sales na kung saan baka mamaya naman gusto nilang ipasok sa current year. Supposedly, dapat for next year, January 1 na siya. Okay? So, yan yung test cut of sales. This is to determine the proper period kung saan included yung certain transaction. Okay? Again, in all test cut off. Okay? It could be in receivables, it could be in payables, it could be on sales, anything that you do an audit for testing cutoff. Okay, the purpose of that is to determine if properly included ba yung or excluded ba yung transaction for a certain period for that period. So when you say included or excluded, that will give you an idea in terms of completeness of the records of the company. Na i-record ba properly ng company sa libro niya? So, ibig sabihin, complete. Or it could be overcomplete. Kapag overcomplete, ibig sabihin, overstated, so excluded. Di ba? So, when you say, test cut-off is to determine whether receivables are recorded. No? Exactly. Ganitong sinasabi natin, example. No? Which of the following assertion is related to the audit procedure. So you want to know, you want to assess the completeness. So again, guys, existence, you are doing, yung existence normally is you perform inspection or physical visit. Okay, physical visit, physical inspection of the properties, of the inventories. You can also say confirmation. You want to confirm to the, let us say, to the third party na nag-e-exist ba yung asset ng company or whatever it is. Or obligation or rights. Okay? Rights and obligation, the company has the rights over its assets. Meron bang karapatan ang company for that assets to claim that asset nga niya ba talaga yan? When you say obligations naman as part of assertion is that yung company, obligation ba niya talagang bayaran yan? Or baka hindi naman, baka bogus lang. Okay? Valuation, of course, is the proper presentation, the proper value of each assets. That's why meron tayong accounting standards na we are following as an accountant. Okay? And then meron din tinatawag na valuation, which is a valuation of the assets. It could be the assets, actuarial valuation of employee benefits. Diba, guys? So these are just some kind of explanation for you guys on kind of assertions. Simple. Okay? That's how I do. That's ganyan ako mag-isip pagdating sa auditing problem or auditing theory. So I want to transfer it to you guys para ma-practice mo na meron kang basis in terms of auditing your, how you going to attack your auditing subject for board exam. So hopefully, ayan, meron ka ng, okay? Ayan. So guys, do you have any questions? So this is just a basic, or let us say that's how we attack the auditing problem for our online class. Okay, let me give you alam nyo guys kung bakit ako nag free online classes, because there are too many there are too, it's a good opportunity for us to help you guys, to help like you, no? To help guys like you kasi I've been into situation na kung saan ang hirap mag-aral, kung saan hindi mo alam kung ano yung uunahin mong pag-aaralin, or kung hindi mo alam kung ano yung source of materials mo. Kasi sobrang dami ng concepts eh. Pag pinagsama-sama yan, wala na, halo-halo na, hindi mo na alam. So that's how we do in our CPA Online Review class. Iniisa-isa namin siya. We're trying to give yung source of the idea. Okay, saan ba nanggagaling? Okay, so that's how we do it. So, and then I created CPA Online Review School because I was once volunteer sa Saudi for auditing theory. And then, naawa ako sa mga students kasi they have very limited, as in, they don't have access sa mga reviewers, sa materials, available materials. So that's why when I came back here in the Philippines, I thank God, CPA Online Review class was implemented or has been established. Okay, so technically, ito yung mga challenges nyo. If you are if you are a student, or let us say if you are working professional, di ba? Ang hirap pagsabayin ng work sa pag-review. Okay? And then kung matagal ka ng graduate, palagi mong tinatanong, is kaya mo pa bang mag-aral? Of course, kaya mo pa. Okay? And then, nakalimutan ko na yata ang accounting concepts. Alright? Lalo na yung mga matatagal ng students or nakagraduate, hindi mo alam kung paano mo sisimulan. And then ito, recently, yung isa naming student, meron daw siyang pinagdadaan ng problema. Okay? At nakakapagod daw mamasahe. That's why we are very thankful for those who enrolled in our CPA Online Review class, wherein they are reaping the benefits of they can review anytime, anywhere, just basta they have an internet access, and of course, unlimited access during the refrigeration. Okay? Our materials are downloadable, guys. Okay? So, no issue for you kung kaya gusto mong mag-review anytime. Just do, or let us say, if you are not available, you can access that anytime. I mean, hindi mo kailangan umattend ng live katulad nito. You're attending live. That's good. Okay? But then, if you're a busy person, working professional, you cannot actually attend live. That's the reality. Okay? That's why we created that na kung saan you can have an access anytime, anywhere. And then just focus on the time na binibigay mo sa auditing review. No questions, non-negotiable na dapat kung ano yung schedule mo na binigay sa sarili mo, just like on our first, let us say, nasan ba? Ito, like us say, ito. Kung ano yung schedule mo, okay? Personal schedule mo, you should follow it. If you cannot follow your schedule, oh my God, I think you are not prioritizing your CPA dream. So you should prioritize your CPA dream. So let me invite you on how to avail. So right now, guys, we are in early bird rate promo, which is 8,500 only instead of 10,000. But at the end of April, if you did not enroll until end of April, so that will become 10,000. So sayang din yan, guys, no? 10,000, 1,500. Actually, by last January, we have an early bird na kung saan I think 7,000 lang. So the early, the better, the merrier. Okay, the more, the merrier. Okay, so our classes, our formal class will start on June 2nd week. And then I just like to announce, by the way, yung mga current students namin, they will be given extension of access in our current portal. Okay, guys? So, yeah, congratulations. So that will be we will give you free on that. But of course, doon lang sa dito lang sa current natin, no. So because we have new set of review. Okay, so they don't have access on that yung sa mga live discussion. Dito lang sa mga recorded na for this from November of 2019 until May 2020. But yes, so that's it, guys, for our CPA Online Review class. Thank you so much for coming in. So hopefully, if you have any question, please email us at cpaors@gmail.com or send a message to our FB page. Okay? So please don't hesitate to enroll. Okay? So hopefully, guys, nabigyan ko kayo ng idea on how to pass the board exam, on how to attack the auditing theory and auditing problem. So this will really help you, guys. I'm telling you, I think you are 50% na kayong pasado. Okay? Because you already have the idea on how to attack your auditing. So it's just a matter of you implementing the tips that I told you. Okay? So let us say saan ka magsisimula. All right? So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, thank you everyone. Leah, Miss Diane, I cannot Marika, Rosaline, Annalisa. Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for coming into our FB Live listeners. Please like our page. By the way, like our page. Please don't forget to like our page. Share our page. Yun na lang ang aking pakiusap, or let us say pakiusap sa inyo. Okay? Share our page. Thank you so much, because from time to time, we might give you a free online class for other subjects as well. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye. God bless.